Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to XAML tutorials. Today is our lecture number 10, and in today's lecture I am going to demonstrate you what are file pickers and how can you access files via that file pickers. These are basically the pop-ups that you have seen inside the Windows forms, and these pop-ups will help you to select your desired file and then load it into your application, whether it is an image or it is a document or is a text file or any file that you wish to load on your application. You can use the file pickers and you can access the files via that file pickers. Okay, so let me demonstrate how can you use the file pickers inside the XAML application. So let's start. Right, so that's my blank page. I have already created a page. Let me click take a button, so that based on that button, when I click on this button, the file picker should open. Okay, so give it a name, let's say load btn, and the content should be open picker. You can write any name. Okay, and then double click so that the event of this picker will be raised. Okay, and here you have to specify a thing, that is file open picker. Look, it is by default not coming, so press control dot. You can find a namespace using windows.storage.pickers. okay, so you have to add this reference by double clicking on it, or you can directly go upward and write it at the top. I hope it is clear to everyone. This is the reference. So file open picker FOP is equals to new file open picker. Okay, bracket open and close. There is no parameters to pass. Okay, now file open picker dot, you have many properties. Look, the filters, the suggested start location, the view mode, and all this. Okay, so let me write the view mode here. So view mode is equals to picker view mode dot. So you want it to display the files in the list format or in the thumbnail format. So I am selecting the thumbnail format, and then file open picker dot suggested start location. So which is the start location that you wanted to display when your file open picker is started. So is equals to picker location ID dot, look, computer folder or desktop or documents or downloads or which by default folder you wanted to access, you can access here. Okay, so let me open a desktop, and then what you can do. Alright, now what type of files you wanted to open, so you have to specify the file type filter, and then is equals to then you have to dot add. It is not a property, it is a property with the nested methods. Now what type of filters what type of files you are going to access. So dot jpg, let's say. Okay, semicolon, and then copy, and then paste, and then paste, and here you can write jpeg, and then you have to write png, and then you can specify the gif images also. So all the type of images you are going to pick up from the desktop. Okay, so these are this is my filter. And now one more thing, what you wanted to do, you wanted to open that particular image or the file on your screen. So the first thing that you can do is to write here storage file. Look, the storage file is also not there, because the file that you will select should come and store somewhere. So that is the class on which you can store your file. So press control dot. So using windows dot storage, that's the namespace that you have to write sf, and then is equals to, and you have to write here FOP dot pick single file async. Okay, so pick single file async, and then round brackets open and close. And one thing, because you are using the XAML and you are in parallel programming, so you have to write the await keyword, and you have to mention here async, so that the things will remain in parallel. Now it's fine. So what will happen, whatever the file you will pick, it will come inside the storage file. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, now what you can do, you can come here and check whether the file is there or not. If sf is not equals to null, that means you have selected a file. If fs is not equals to null, else you have to do that no file selected, or you can write any message. Okay, so guys, one thing that I can take here is a text block, so that I can show the status and the file name, let's say. So the text block's name is file name, let's say, and the size should be, let's say, 50 pixels. File name, I'm just picking up the file name. I'm not going to display the content right now. I'm just demonstrating how can you pick up the file and the content of the things of the file. So what you can do, you can give here a name, on this file name, that is my label, and that's the coding name of this label. And you can come here and you can write my label dot text is equals to sf dot name, or the display name, whatever you can select. The display name will get the user friendly name of the file, and the name will get the file including the file name with the extension. Okay, so that's the basic difference between these two properties. So you can pick up any of the theme, and then if the file is not selected, then you can specify a text that is no file selected, no file selected. Okay, that's it, and then click save, and then go to your app.xaml, and the start page should be file picker example. Okay, that's my first page to be open. Now let's run and see what's the result. Alright, so my app is now opened, and when I click here the open picker, what will happen? Let's see. Look. Okay, so that's my picker. If you use this picker in Windows 8 or 8.1, a good user interface picker will be displayed in front of your application. I hope it is clear to everyone. And look, I have cancelled it, so it is saying no file selected. And look, when you click here, by default the desktop is opening, and when you click this image, let's say, and when you click open, then it is saying that you have selected this capture.png. I hope it is JPG. I hope it is clear to everyone. Alright, one more thing I must mention here is that go to your package.app manifest file from the Solution Explorer. This is the file, open it and go to its capabilities. If your desired location is not the desktop or the other location, then let's say your desired location is music library, or your desired location is pictures library, or some other folder that are displaying your videos library, then you have to check these things. Okay, otherwise the things will not work. This music library, this picture library will not be accessible until unless you can check this. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's say removable storage, if you wanted to access your removable storage, let's say your USBs or your SD cards, whatever, so you can use this removable storage also. And you can use, look, by default the permission for microphone is already there. So all the things that are external, you can come here in the capabilities tab and you can check that all the things. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, webcam, if you wanted to access the webcam from your application, you have to check the webcam property from here. So I hope it is clear to everyone. So you do these things also. Alright guys, now let's say if you wanted to access the files of your folder. Okay, if you wish to specify the files of your folder, then what you can do, you have to you have to create a storage folder. Let me write here storage folder, and stf is equals to new storage folder, and then we don't pick the new storage folder. Let's say I wanted to pick the folders that are my known folders, and look, you have your pictures library, your music library, your everything, your removable devices. If you have your removable devices, then they will come here. Okay, so let me select the pictures library. Okay, in the pictures library the folder will be picked up, and now what you can do, you can create read-only list. And what type of list it should be? Storage file, because what things you are going to store inside this list? The files. So storage file, and then IR, the object, and then because that's an interface, so what you can do, stf dot get files async, get file async, get files async, because you wanted to access all the files, so get files async, and then round brackets, and then that's it. And one thing that you have to write here is, because that's an async method, so you have to specify the await keyword. That's it. So now all the files will be picked up inside the storage, stored inside this list. And now you have to apply a for each loop for each variable item in IR. So what is in IR? We have the files. Okay, so let me create an object here of string builder class. The string builder is same like string, but it is used to append the data inside the similar string. Normal string cannot be used. Strings are immutable in nature, and string builder is mutable in nature. What is immutable? Immutable means it cannot be changed. Mutable means it can be changed. Okay, so string builder, where is that? Look, string builder is not coming. No problem, you can write string builder, and then press Ctrl dot. Using system.text, you have to add that library sb is equals to new string builder. Okay, and then what you have to do, sb dot append line, append format, append line. So append means you are appending straight, and append line means every item is appended on line by line way. Okay, so append, and what you have to append here, you have to append the value. So item, that's my file dot name. So the name of the file will be displayed, will be inserted inside the string builder, and then what you can do, you can display the string builder inside the label. So my label name is my label dot text is equals to sb dot toString. Simple. So the whatever data you have inside the string builder, you can find it. Okay, so now in the pictures library, let us go to the pictures library. Okay, so that's my pictures, and here you have only 3 folders. Okay, so you don't have any file, so let me create files. Let us create let's say a database file, or some other file. Okay, database file will give you a lot of things to do here, so I'm not creating the database file. In fact, I should create a notepad file for this particular tutorial. So text file abc, and let me create another file, that is the rtf file, so def, and then these are my 2 files now. Okay, and now come inside and run this code. Alright guys, so because I have done the code on the button click, so I have to click this button and I cancel this, no problem, and you can see all the files of that folder are loaded on the screen. So this is how you can access the files, and likewise you can access the folders also from that particular folder. So how can you specify that? Only you need to do is to instead of creating this list with the storage file, you change it to storage folder. So all the folders will be picked up, and you can then display this like this, as I have displayed the files. I hope it is clear to everyone. So that's all for today. Hope you have understood how can you access the file type picker and the respective things with the classes, a storage file and a storage folder. With the help of a storage file, you can access the files. With the help of a storage folder, you can access the folders. Okay, so that's all for today. If you don't understand anything, please do write me. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.